Hey, this is Phoenix here, back again with another ultra latest releases. Today's Tuesday, January 24th, and let's just dive in. It's a little quick one. There's more comics than usual, but I'll just start with the first. Sandman Universe Dead Boy Detectives #1. Uh, so this is added to the Sandman Universe with some old characters, some original, maybe a lot of original actually. Um, I'm not actually sure what the plot is. Let's check. Let's see here. Best friend detectives, disappearance. Well, it doesn't say anything necessarily that links it to any original. These are original characters, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me know. I don't know everything Sandman related. I know a lot, but if you like Sandman Universe, though, I would read that. Tales from Earth 6, a celebration of Stan Lee #1. This is written by Mark Waid. So I'm guessing this is a continuation of that universe, since it was Stan Lee who wrote that Earth and his interpretation of the the trio, the big three of of DC, the Trinity. That's the word. So if you like that world or you don't know anything about it, I think this is a good jumping on point. I'm not sure if they're doing that many of them, or maybe it's just one. It could be just a one shot. I don't remember. But that's a cool book. Action Comics 1050. It's a big issue. A new era. Joshua Williamson. I think. Well, he's gonna be doing Superman, but I think he writes a portion of this because it's just showing the new era of Superman with. Well, I guess Tom Taylor mostly writing as well. It's a lot. John, I'm trying to remember. It's a lot of people. Actually, holy crap. Yeah, Joshua Williamson. Um, the guy right now is doing Action Comics. Let me actually just click it. Why not? Let's see. Philip Kennedy Johnson. That's who it is. These are the big three. Joshua Williamson doing Superman. Philip, Action Comics. Tom Taylor, either doing a newer Superboy series. I don't know if the one that's happening was canceled or Son of Kal-El or Son of Superman. I mean, uh, but if you truly love Superman, it's a good starting place. Uh, Blue Beetle Graduation Day #2. I'm not really the biggest fan of Blue Beetle, so it's hard to really say anything But if you are a fan, I mean, it's a limited series, so it's easy to get into. And they have the Spanish language version, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen them do a different language for a specific type of character. So that's pretty cool. John Stewart, the Emerald Knight #1. I tried getting into Jeffrey Thorne's Green Lantern stories. I don't prefer it, so it's a pass for me. The Riddler Year One. Haven't read one thing. I know it's Paul Dano, which is weird, but since he's the guy who played Riddler in the movie, I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. It's worth digitally, but I don't know about buying it. After people have an advert the feeling of he's not a writer, he's an actor, and they let him write a story. But if it's good, it's good. I mean, I don't know how many. If it's limited, it must be limited. It doesn't say anything on the picture I'm looking at, as you can see, that makes it limited. But let's see, Wonder Woman Historia. Is this the picture book, I believe, or I believe it's a picture book mostly, or it's more Oh, third and final chapter. It's 3 issues, huh? Okay. Secret History of the Amazons. Okay. If you love your Wonder Woman, which I believe Kelly Sue DeConnick has been doing, then I would keep reading that. Tim Drake Robin, have read once, because I just don't like the way they're portraying Tim, so that's what I have to say about that. Nice House on the Lake. I haven't started it, but I've heard good things about this book. It's been out for a while, though. This is #12 by James Tynion IV. Or Tinian, I forget which way it's pronounced. And Alvaro Martinez Bueno. That's nice. Okay. I think I know that guy. I think he's done some other stuff I know. Let's see. Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City. I think this is the prequel comic for the game. If you like that. It's sort of like Arkham Knight or Arkham City, those books. In that vein. Batman Beyond the White Knight, #7. If you love that era, that corner of the that universe for Batman, the White Knight era. Gordon. Sean Murphy stuff. That would keep reading it. Batman: The Audio Adventures. This really makes no sense because I get it. Sort of, the Audio Adventures was an audio thing, but whatever. Punchline. I don't really care for Punchline enough to read her actual book. Compared to Joker, I can see, I guess, why they made him have a book on its own. But Punchline passed for me. DC vs. Vampires number 12. This concludes the whole series. Overall, I think it was okay. I might do a review of it since this is relatively recent, a month ago it ended. Also James Tynion the Fourth, that was pretty good, and Otto Schmidt. Let's see, DC Mech, haven't read one thing of that sadly. Detective Comics, I think it's very niche, these stories, these type of magical / just underbelly, like gothic feeling, which you would think you would love, but it depends on the person. If you're like just a hardcore just Batman fan, I would just keep reading the main Batman books, but if you like to try something different for once, because I know a lot of readers, it's hard to sort of stray, even though Detective Comics has been around forever. But I think people might enjoy this, especially Simon Spurrier on it, and Ivan Reyes, oh crap. Yeah, Ram V is the main guy, and Simon does the backups mostly. Let's see here. Harley Quinn, automatic pass, just because I haven't been reading it at all. I guess it's good. I mean, it's 25 issues. Let's see. Sergeant Rock vs. the Army of the Dead. I really should be reading this because it's Bruce Campbell. I'll get back to that. Hopefully by next week I'll say something about that because it's only 4 issues in, at least on the DC app. And here are the old books, starting with Artemis Requiem number 4. Batman Journey into the Night, number 3. Justice Society of America, number 2. Gen 13, number 25, and Stormwatch, number 36. As the past weeks, same goes here. It's just the continuation of those issues they're adding to the app. So if you like those stories, whatever ones you decide to read, there's your next issues on the app. So enjoy that. I would say the big issues you should read, or try at least. The Dead Boy Detectives number 1, you should try. Tales from Earth 6, you should try. Action Comics, good starting point if you haven't been reading Superman. Let's see. Wonder Woman, for the Wonder Woman fans, the only Wonder Woman related thing here. Tim Drake, I'm gonna be honest, a hard pass. Unless if you truly love Tim Drake and that's it, then sure. Nice House on the Lake, if you like sort of that indie feel. Let's see. Batman Beyond the White Knight, if you already been into the White Knight series, keep reading that. DC vs. Vampires, if you're already reading that, you would already finish that. Detective Comics, that's a big one. I believe you should try to read those stories. I think it'll grow on you. Compared to Batman, where it's streamlined, you easily can get into it. Plus, the writing's just totally different, but I think it's worth reading. Sergeant Rock vs. the Army of the Dead. I have to read it, but I feel like a lot of people would read this. This is relatively new with this type of label, DC Horror. I mean, they've had the Black Label stuff that had horror, but I think it's the first time I've seen this label, so that's pretty cool. And then I would say Justice Society of America too, just because those books are, for me, they're classic. That era of the Justice Society as well. All that stuff is just fun. Those characters are sort of timeless. And if you want to just old DC characters, because technically this came out in the 90s, this book. But I think you can enjoy that. Let's see. Overall, it's not the worst week actually. I'm surprised this book, Dead Boy Detectives, I forgot that even came out. So I'm happy it's on here. I'll read that for certain. I hope you enjoy that. And hopefully next week, we got more surprises, because some I know and some I'm just like, I totally forgot that would even be on here. So, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. Bye.